This video will show you how to properly put on a pancake splint. Why would we recommend a pancake splint for a hand burn? When someone has a burn on the palm of their hand or on the palm set of their fingers, they could be at risk for tightening or contracting of the skin, especially if the burn is deep. That skin tightness could pull their fingers down into flexion. Fingers that are in a flexed position are not very functional. In order to avoid the palm or fingers tightening into flexion, we would make a pancake splint. The goal of the splint is to get fingers into extension and abduction, palm in expansion, and thumb in radial abduction. When you are going to put the splint on, we recommend that and lightly pad the platform of the splint and also pad the thumb portion of the splint. We don't want to get any part of the person's skin into direct contact with the splint because we want to protect that skin from the blisters or from blisters or from getting sores. The padding can also absorb any moisture from their skin. If the person has dressings on their forearm, you don't need to put any padding there. We would also recommend that you would put a layer of padding over the tops of their fingers so that the ACE wrap pressure is being absorbed by some of that padding. So we would recommend that you use a double ACE wrap to give plenty of length for getting completely around the splint. If it's a splint for a child, a single ACE wrap would be fine. When wrapping the splint on with ACE wrap, make sure you start the Velcro hook part of the ACE wrap on the splint to eliminate any skin integrity issues from that Velcro hook. Go around the wrist, go towards the pinky, come over the top diagonally and around the platform underneath. Now go back down, you're kind of making an X, and you're going to go around the wrist again, back under the splint, and you're going to pull tight again. Go around one more time, straight across the platform so that the fingers are nicely in extension, and then going to go around. Now I'm going to come under and hook around the thumb, and now you can go up the rest of the forearm. Okay. You will need to inspect the skin when the splint is taken off. You're looking for blisters, redness, or sores. If you can't see the skin because of the dressings, please check the skin during the dressing change. Areas to really pay attention to are the backs of the fingers, especially at the middle knuckles, the top of the thumb, the skin at the heads of the metacarpals, the wrist, the styloid process, both radially and ulnar styloid process. You will also want to check the skin at the sides of the splint, here and here, as well as where that splint ends on the forearm. If you notice any kind of skin breakdown, any sores, any wounds, any blisters, any kind of skin integrity problems or concerns at all, please notify one of the burn OTs.